Check, test one, two, three. Hello, hello.
Oh, sorry, John.
All right.
Sorry,
Well, Lion might not be liking the old cam twist and audio.
Oh my god, it's so good.
Comcast is tomorrow. Go inside.
God, that looks good.
Dude,
Go inside. You grab a tortilla, and then you decide what kind of instruments you want on it. Do you want an olive? Do you want beans? You know, would you like some cheese or some meat? You know, you really have to decide. And then which layers do you want them in? And after you decide the layers of what you want on them, then it's good. You did it. Yeah. Bye-bye. Dude, we saw her like 3 hours ago. Go back. We said, what's up, dude? She's awesome. Dude.
yeah, she's really sweet.
I love that shit. In fact, God bless her. I know how to say goodbye in Japanese.
All right. Any creepers out there know of any conflicts between Cam Twist, Audio Hijack, and OS 11?
My car broke down.
The Lion OS.
Coming on to 280 from
Is that what's going on?
right at the intersection of 380 where it goes 280 north and south. Died.
What do you do?
I got my shit towed to my work. Figured out what was wrong with it. Took converter. I have no patience or time or anywhere to pull out the transmission. I got it towed to my ex's grandma, my ex's aunt's house that I used to put in major work with. She came into my work while I was working on my car. I'm like, I need a place to tow this shit. She's like, bring it to my house. No, I sold it. I didn't sell it yet, but it's in the process of being talked about between me and my friend for $550. After I sell it, he gave me his Honda. Because he drives the bus to work every day. So he don't need a fucking car. So he gave me his Honda. So if you see a Honda Civic that's sitting out here, pile of shit, that's my car.
Word.
That runs like a fucking.
But I tuned it up, I fixed it up. So it's running good.
I find it on my bus right out here. I was like,
But I think I might get a motorcycle, dude.
Really?
Why not? Oh man, that's
like, I'm
dude,
there.
that
I'm like,
brings me out so much.
All right, there is a 2.2 Cam Twist, and I got 2.1, so hopefully,
Oh, hopefully that's it.
hopefully. Sorry, creepers. It's been a while. They can hear the audio right now.
They're
Yeah.
hearing us right now.
Yeah. It's good.
You now? Look, yeah.
Sorry.
Dude, this is some
Hey,
great.
you stole my lighter.
Okay.
You see what's inside.
Thanks.
I want it.
Appreciate it, dude. I probably needed that lighter at one time or another.
Yeah. Like 3 minutes ago, so I want it back now.
What I'm eating right now.
But up.
My mouth is full, dude. My hands are creamy.
Who got a lighter?
Me? No.
Sure.
Mine's in my car.
I just took a whole bite of this well with the bell pepper and everything else that was in there, dude. That last bite. Not bad.
What if Tony was here?
I don't know why I'm like a back like here.
Hey,
Really hype about like
that was it.
Hispanic food, not taking out
Anybody out there that has OS 11 or Lion, I keep calling it 11, you need to download the latest Cam Twist. 2.2 is what you need, and that seems to have worked. Now let me try to figure out the Audio Hijack dilemma. If we can get that going, we will be in business.
And I taught her some things too.
Right?
Yeah.
Two, three, check, check. Hey, hey, we are now in business.
The angry pirate.
Got some news, Nathan.
What's that?
Bad news. You've got a breach, dude.
Really? You're kidding me already?
Oh, fine. Look.
That's supposed to be.
That's like a flash.
So,
Just brief me.
it's leaking.
Oh, on the boot.
It's my brand new Boda bag.
Oh, bummer.
It's close to $20. Come on. Really?
Oh, man, great slide. These guys just fucking live feeders and shit. How many fucking.
Somebody hacked you guys
Yeah, at
and
least-
they fucking took over the Happy Fiasco Incorporation.
It's true. When he came out, I thought it was going to be worse news than my Boda bag. It's janky.
I tried to trip out one. Here, it's pretty. I'm sorry, you know. I'll take paint.
Uh-huh.
Here's freaking out.
I hear you. Test 1, 2. So when I was up in Montreal, we'll get used to this. It took Liz months to figure out that we weren't talking to her. It's like, oh, you're not talking to me again. Ah!
Monologue. Inner dialogue.
But I am speaking to eternity, which includes you.
Yeah.
So I'm not speaking to you either. If I'm talking to the computer, you're definitely
No, I
included.
hear you.
When I was in Montreal, I got some Leslie Helpert. I got her to come in to a van and sing on one of the tracks, and I also got really lucky. I came out onto the sidewalk after our show up there. It was about 3 a.m, and there was a guy with a saxophone, and I was like, "Hey, we want to play on my record really quick." And had my laptop right there, threw the headphones on him. Before you knew it, he was playing to this track right on the sidewalk, 3 a.m. A street sweeper passes by halfway through the track, and then I told Andrew and Brad about it later. I was like, yeah, this guy Adam Kenner played saxophone on the record. And they're like, you got Adam Kenner? They were so excited because he's the shit, apparently. And why am I sitting in a puddle of water?
Oh, because the boat bag. There you go, buddy.
It's
Oh, wait, maybe it's not breaching. Maybe it's leaking.
just
in the-
open.
It's just open. There you go. Got it.
I got to change my pants now.
Sorry, buddy. No, just working out the glitches.
Woo, I really got to change my pants.
Um,
First, I'll eat a piece of this steak.
hoping it's not leaking now. Okay, we'll leave this here where there's no spill. We'll see about it. Clean up the patio.
Man, that's tasty.
Really good, right?
So this is going to be our room. We're going to decorate it. We're going to make it look like a headquarters. So, without further ado, oh, this also has the song I got him to play on was "It's Always Morning in New Orleans Somewhere," and this track also has Dave Dreiwitz, the bass player for Ween, playing a ukulele bass at dawn outside of the hotel in Vermont on it. I'm really loving this track. I think this one sort of sets the bar in my brain. It's so beautiful, and I love the Hippie Fiasco sounds that are on it. The nature of serendipity is screaming through this track.
All right, here we go. So just whatever.
Making a record. Making a record.
Making a record right now. Oh, the cars.
It's always when I think I'm going nowhere, I find myself at home like I never knew. Always when I find someone that makes me wonder, when I fall in love, will it be with you? It's not always in my wallet, it's not always in my hair, but it's always morning in New Orleans somewhere. Car spilled on the sidewalk. Now I'm walking another line. Last thing I want right now is more music. Checkpoint Charlie's okay, I'm fine. And then some brilliant music fills the air. Oh, it's always morning in New Orleans somewhere. Staying halfway now between the madhouse and the zoo. I'm awake with one eye closed, but they don't mind seeing you. It's almost like I died and gone there. It's always morning in New Orleans somewhere. It's always morning in New Orleans somewhere. It's always morning in New Orleans. It's always morning in New Orleans. It's always morning in New Orleans somewhere.
That was great.
Yo. Right?
You there?
Yeah, pretty rad, huh? I'm learning a lot of things as we go, and one of the lessons I learned there, and I kick myself every time I listen to it still, is that there was a harmonica solo that I put in there just for filler, very uninteresting, and I forgot was in there when the guy was tracking the sax. If it had been nothing but space for him to fill, I know he would have played completely differently. And so now I'm really learning how to leave that space for people as they play their tracks and to mute things that have been laid down before them. And still, when I listen to that, I keep thinking of that damn harmonica solo that was distracting him all through there. But it sort of leaves that solo section now sort of up for more discoveries. And maybe I can get in touch with Adam, and he'll be so psyched about how it's sounding, he'll Skype in a little additional part. It's too confusing, I guess. Thank you, though.
It's too confusing.
One of everything.
Yeah, we'll take you guys out to the store that's right near my house one of these days, and I'll take you out in San Francisco in the mornings, hopefully.
We're gonna get to know San Francisco pretty well.
Where are you now, off streams? Of streams?
Oh, you're in Virginia. We went separate ways, right?
Oh, yeah. Well, the weather's about to get nice here in San Francisco.
I'll be back. I can't afford to live here. Don't worry. All right, this will be the first hijacking of the Logic program itself. I'm gonna fire up Trying to Catch Me at Jesus. This has our new good buddy, Willie T. Taylor.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my God,
He's so
Willie
rad.
T. Taylor, ladies and gentlemen, hallelujah! This guy stopped time Saturday night with his music. I swear to God, he stopped time, and he's just an amazing wizard. And he laid some harmonica down on this song. Darren Ney laid some slide electric on it, and Anders Beck from Green Sky played a little dobro on it. We all banged on the walls for a second, and there's a lot going on this track, but we're also just experimenting here. This will be the first hijacking of Logic.
You can be back of streams.
This is really dumb. We're like old eyes.
I know.
Like,
It's like, God, dude. Something happened in the last 2 months.
All right, hijacking, quit and relaunch.
That doesn't quit the webcam, it quits the program. Yeah. You're hijacking.
Right. And here's what it's going to be looking like inside the application. I'm opening Logic Express. Exactly. It's going to be the same answer every time. You.
No.
Yeah. It's the
That's
new blood. It's always the new blood that gets filmed
It's
while
a
they sleep.
hazing
If you
process.
guys
Yeah,
supply lube, I'm down.
Oh no.
Oh, we
I keep it man. Man, I'm not gonna hide my lifestyle for anybody.
I'm sure we can
When
get
I'm in my room and I'm by myself, I'm feeling groovy. You know, this is what happens.
Well, you can take the webcast in there with you whenever you want.
Make sure it's not my computer.
Well, I wear gloves. No, on this guy, no.
Oh god.
It's crazy. I can't believe it was like fucking live feed, man. It's crazy.
All right, well, let's see if this works. I got this is trying to catch me a Jesus up. Here's Darren's part. By the end of this month, everybody that watches enough will know exactly how all this stuff works. But for now, let's just let one roll. There's the Motel Walls there. There's Willie on harp right there. Let me just hear that soloed for a second. Hey, you gotta work.
I've never seen anything like this. Like any kind of live feed, like 24/7 of these fucking crazy bastards running around doing whatever the fuck they want. You know, that's crazy. That's why I became the 1,000th fan.
All right, let's go ahead. I'm just gonna leave everything up in the mix to here, and let's go ahead and roll Trying to Catch Me Jesus from the top. Here we go. Yeah. Catch me a Jesus. Damn, that man is smooth. Trying to catch me a Jesus. In this Jesus. Of course, I was a little worried about this, wondering how Logic is going to act with a stream going on at the same time. It could be pushing the system to the limits. We'll keep testing the boundaries, see how far we can push things. We do have 2 laptops, so nothing too bad is going to come from it. But let's see what we can pull off. Put as many applications as possible, free up those resources, and let's try that one more time. Hold on, this just in.
Just in.
Liz just found something really cool in the street.
A turd.
What's the light situation?
It's over there. On the wall. What's up, Chris? Ooh, yeah. Well.
Right now, let's do this.
Look at it. Feel it.
Actually, I'm not quite ready yet. Whoa!
Oh, throws to call a cigarette flinger.
That thing is awesome.
Okay, we're about to record our first song. Dude, put me on the ukulele.
Pawn Stars, here we come.
Hey, now those are classic.
Well, you know, I don't know what I could. It's missing the one thing. You know, if it wasn't missing the one thing, I'd know what to do with this.
Hey, I got
It's
a
a really
Drew
great
harp.
piece. Me too.
Dude, I love playing the Drew harp. If you could put me on a song with a Drew harp, I'm about it.
You got all my honey and shit, right?
Did you put it in the room?
Yeah.
God, no. I didn't go in there yet.
That's where it's at.
Okay.
What flaps? Their little propeller is flat. It's amazing.
Did we get sorted with Jimmy about Tony?
I texted Tony this morning. Yeah, never hit me back.
What did he put it in?
Well, he put a check over here, and I put it in the envelope.
It was on the first.
Like, I don't know what Jimmy's talking about. I remember putting the check in the envelope, but I texted him this morning, Tony, and said, I'm just filling it up for the guy, And he never hit me back because he hasn't given us utility shit either.
Oh, that's not the one?
No, like, Tony said his rent check wasn't there, put together or whatever.
Right, but the utilities was on the table, right?
Maybe it bounced.
I think that's the utility check. It's like
Yeah.
55 each or something like
55
that.
each.
And I didn't
It's due
see
today,
it on
Chad, but I'm just
Oh,
gonna have
yeah.
to.
Well, it's a holiday.
tomorrow, dude.
That's a holiday.
Unless I take a drunk walk up the street and see what happens.
You'll probably run into Ricky.
Yeah, I'm right.
You're pounding on his door. Hey, Ricky.
So this is Chris, everybody, and as you can see, we're hitting the town. We got all dressed up. We're gonna go out here in a little bit.
But I'm staying home. This is a nice tea. This is a life. I like to do a cheers to everybody just because. Alright, cheers.
Cheers.
Yep, okay.
Sure.
For all the Pabst Blue Ribbon drinkers out there.
There's a lot of them
Salute,
on our webcast.
whatever you say.
It's a fan favorite. Dude, I am so stoked to get a shower.
Dude, I'll let you have a shower.
You go get it.
Take a shower, Chad.
I will. All right, you can do this. You can do it. Yeah. Trying to catch me a G's. Damn, that man is smooth. Trying to catch me a G's in this motel room. There's a Bible on the nightstand, shadows on the bathroom wall. Trying to catch me a G's. Don't come when I call. Mama's got her G's. Maybe I could just take her. Grandma got her G's. Worn around her neck like pearl. Granddad called her Jesus. Found him in the war. I'm trying to catch me a Jesus. Like those that came before. With sticks and leaves, I'm under covers now with a flashlight, trying not to breathe. I'm trying to catch me a Jesus. They say you can set me free.
at the end of the fishing pole. Had a long talk with that Jesus and decided to let him go. Now that Jesus gets a little bigger every time the stories are told. Trying to catch me a Jesus, I want me a Jesus of my own. Hey. But the flag there was trying to catch me a Jesus in the works. While that was playing, we began daydreaming about exactly. Yeah, isn't that the worst message, Tide? Yeah, we're that'll be happening even when we're not webcasting simultaneously on the same computer. But maybe we could figure out some things. So that that song has we have a lot to figure out there. There's a lot going on there. The breakdown sections I'm a little ambivalent about or ambiguous. They get really loose, but I think once we lay some drums down and stuff like that, I think it might tighten right up, and that looseness will have a good live vibe to it. All yet to be seen. That having iTunes off helps a lot. You mean just not open, which it's not now. Is there some other off? There was a lady, I think her name was Kristen at Strawberry, that we pulled into the cabin to lay a little violin down on Huffin' and Puffin'. I haven't heard that since that night, so let's take a listen to that.
Yeah, come in at the top.
Out on like a freight train, I jumped in like a pool, tagged along like a best friend, followed you around like a fool, turned my back on my family, turned my back on all I knew, and in turn they turned on me. I stood there facing only you. Now here I am, alone for sure, banging my head upon your door. Lights are on, but no one's home. I can't take this anymore. Thought you were my lover, girl, but you weren't even my friend. I'm out here huffing and a puffing, trying to blow this brick house in. I signed on like a soldier. We never thought we'd go to war. If you didn't want to love me, then what did you love me like that for? All my friends tried to warn me, said I was heading for a fall. Flashing lights lights and flags of caution. I drove right past them all. Now here I am alone for sure, banging my head upon your door. Lights are on, but no one's home. I can't take this anymore. Thought you were my lover, girl, but you weren't even my friend. I'm out here huffing and a puffing, trying to blow this brick house in. Yeah, here I am, alone for sure, banging my head upon your door. The lights are on, no one's home, I can't take this anymore. I thought you were my lover, girl, but you weren't even my friend. I'm out here huffing and a puffing, trying to blow this brick house in.
I like that lady's tone.
That
Very
lady, she
sweet.
killed it.
Sweetheart, that song needs a lot of help to really get cranking along, and I'm not exactly sure what it's going to be or what it's going to need, but can't wait to hear that one really start to come to life. Now we're getting the other laptop going so we don't have to be separated from the chat when we're looking at other screens. Because this whole process is going to be a conversation with whoever happens to be on at the moment.
Yeah, Discovery. Is this your blanket? Yeah. I don't know, just yeah. That's actually the girl who made up Creepy's blanket. She's not gonna listen. Who like introduced me to Creepy? The like phrase.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Ooh. Max power, bro.
Oh, yeah.
God, it's so irritating to see the cracks. Here's the bigger one. Did you trade?
No,
Your train's totally bigger, right?
I don't think so.
Is it
That
just
sitting
called
up
loose?
higher. Not shinier. Other than that, it's the same size. That's a great point, Tide Mikey. Freezing the tracks.
Yeah, I guess.
The trick there is just getting happy with them, right?
My lug.
I'm just going to keep going through them. It's good for me to refresh my memory with where these things got left off. I'm just going to do them in order. I was being a little selective there, trying to pick the highlights, but it's not time to sell this shit yet. It's time to make it. I guess I should just freeze all the MIDI parts because they just are what they are anyways. I'm not going to try to elaborate or fix them necessarily. And you can always unfreeze them later, right? Am I right about that? Freezing isn't like a complete commitment, right? And what he's talking about there is in Logic. Let's go ahead and do that to a track. All right, let's see if I can remember how this goes. Where do you freeze it? Track.
logging in as me. Sure. I was hoping.
Where is it again, Tide Mikey? Right, and then it's not using all the CPU to create those sounds on the moment. Hey, Mountain Jam convert, Mr. Brow. Okay, if you option click on the track where the RMS is, all right. Freeze. Oh, so now that little thing comes up and I just hit that to freeze it? Is that how it works? Freeze that and that and that. And then is there a whole process? Does it take a moment to render? Or are we good to go already? It was control click, by the way. I'll let this play while you... Oh, there it goes. It's freezing. Oh my god, that's exciting. Oh, just stop it. And here we are, the template of Are We There Yet? I think actually, ooh, this will, maybe we'll just get right down to work and roll up our sleeves because our inbox had a bass part for this song just submitted just today. Let's listen to it first.
Are we there yet? Or are we still here? Or does time just disappear? I've been thinking on this for years. Are we there yet? Or are we still here? On Monday morning I knew I had to mow my lawn, but I didn't wanna. Then Tuesday come and gone, and all the way through Thursday it rained. And on Friday, well, the weekend had come. So are we there yet? Or are we still here? Or does time just disappear? I've been thinking on this for years. Are we there yet? Or are we still here? Well, the next Monday morning I rose bright and early, ready to mow. I pulled the cord and Lord, lo and behold, the grass was too tall, the mower wouldn't go. So are we there yet? Or are we still here? Or does time just disappear? I've been thinking on this for years. Are we there yet? Or are we still here? In a chair, laughing along as it grows up over the house, up into the air. So are we there yet? Or are we still here? Or does time just disappear? I've been thinking on this for years. Are we there yet? Or are we still here? Oh, are we there yet? Or are we still here? Or does time just disappear? I've been thinking on this for years. Are we there yet? Or are we still here? Are we there yet? Or are we still still here.
Okay, so just today, according to the inbox, there's a new bass part that has been uploaded for this track. So I'm going to go ahead and fire up our FTP program and CyberDuck. Oh, I know what I should be doing. I should be assigning these things to desktops. Cool new feature.
Right.
Inline.
Jealous.
Right. And I can just slide back and forth to audio desk and all that stuff. So we put, let's create 1, 2. Why do you need she go in there? Oh, she should go home and get her laptop. What's that? I mean, I love their
Is the
spirit.
mic on?
I think we're on, aren't we?
Sir Fang, on you can't see what I type end up in the chat. Oh.
Alright. Hippie Fiasco. The record.
Good, you can't really see it.
Uploads. Oh, bad web design. See that?
Yeah.
Ooh, so pixely. Is that the way it really looks? See, this is the folder when people upload things to us. They all appear in this folder online. And in here, Carl Brooks, bass. Are we there yet? AIFF. Looks like I got a little web design work to do here too. I cut the part of our Ustream screen off.
The coconut doesn't fall
Ooh.
far from the tree, Sir Fang. That's what I had. That's what I had.
I gotta figure out the right order for these. That's pretty rad, right?
Yeah. Way rad. Lion. The cutoff date for submissions?
It's not really going to work like that, I guess. It's October 12th. I mean, we're hoping to mix at the end. So, I mean, it'll all be happening sort of organically. You're part of the session now. And you're in the room, you're in the studio, we're making the record. And I'm sure if you're contributing parts, you're going to realize when we're beginning to mix as well. So it's all just going to happen organically. We're all making it together.
Right. Where are you from, Sir Thang?
Yeah, we need way cooler artwork.
Well, there you go. You can't tell, dude. That's fuck, dude. That's John.
We're in California.
John Coltrane, bro. That's fucking sick. It's an original John Coltrane poster from the first time he played the Fillmore.
Yeah, I'm working in Logic Express actually. That was the one I could afford. It seems like the difference between Express and Pro is just plugins, so the basic functionality is the same, and they all basically sort of work the same way. Of course, my hope of hopes is that as we go through the process of making this record, the music's going to start sounding so good, and so many people are going to start talking about how neat of an idea and experiment is underway here, that buzz is going to spread and we're going to get volunteers from a big fancy studio to mix this thing properly and give it the ultimate wisdom and love that it deserves. But if barring that, if that does not happen, then it's going to be me and you, kids.
It's scary real fast.
I do have some friends in high places, at least in terms of what they know about how studios work and things like that. Of course, none of them could I ask to mix this kind of endeavor for free or anything like that, but at the same time, I can ask them lots of questions.
And they're good friends.
And they're good friends. That's why I can ask them lots
and
of questions.
big supporters.
So we'll have to be. Well, it'll be yet to be seen. Maybe it'll work out. You know, it's Hippie Fiasco Rides again. It's about looking at things in new ways. And it could be that a different engineer in a different studio mixes a different track. It could have 18 different studios and engineers.
If you don't have Logic, you can do stuff in GarageBand sort of thing.
You can not only do things in GarageBand, those are the two easiest ways to make sure that the timing lines up. So from our end, I can just drag and drop and it'll be right there with the song. But if you absolutely have to record something on an old cassette deck to a tune because you're by the train wreck at that moment, and that's all you had to record it with, then send us the cassette to Hippie Fiasco headquarters, Red Bluff, California. No, no, get the right address. But what I'm saying too is there are any ways that anyone tries to contribute, we're going to try to make it work. And if you send me an audio file of one sort or another, I want people to Skype in, put on headphones on their computer and play something while they're listening through the headphones, and we're just recording it off Skype onto Ustream or all the, I think some of those lo-fi signals layered and done really well is going to be the hallmark sonic quality of this record, or one of them. I am really looking forward to layered Skype creations, choirs, rhythmic kitchen orchestrations, and things like that.
What'd you try, Mikey?
Carl Brooks's bass part is almost finished downloading, then we'll go back to the screen and we'll import that sucker.
Yeah, that's a fun thing to do, Mikey. Mikey said he got a mic and recorded himself banging stuff at his house. It's really fun. We did the walls of the cabin and at the festival. It was really fun. I'm right here. I'm wearing my invisible cloak.
I'm over here. I gotta take a shower, you guys.
It's really good to see a bunch of names on here that are new and a bunch of old ones that are friends and a husband and wife tuning in at the same house, probably at the same kitchen. That's probably late over there. I was going to say over a fat dinner, but maybe you guys are down in the basement. Oh, yes. Get the wire. Watch that. It's really interesting. We're working in multi computers now.
I was just telling Liz, I was like, you really need to go get away and watching Bones the Droid as Netflix, dude. Yeah, we're moving up to the west side. In California, typically the west is better. That's right. It's moving up. This is what we got for this endeavor.
I'm gonna take a shower.
I need it.
The odor app is I've blown. The computer kept crashing because the odor app was overloading it.
I got this Audio Technica. It's a USB powered condenser mic. And for people that have been around the scene for a while, that's an incredibly exciting thing these days. A USB powered condenser mic. Condenser mic basically means that there's a condenser in here. There's like a round thing. It's like a sort of fragile film. Condenser mics are always more expensive because of their fragility, and they were harder to make. And I guess if you look like through the mic into a light, it's like a diaphragm. It's a circular thing. It's a diaphragm. Sort of a fragile membrane. They make them more sturdy these days. But for many, many years, I don't even have my Motu in here right now, but I had to carry around a thing like this big that had to plug into the wall, and then you would plug a microphone into that big thing, and then firewire out of that into your computer, and then you could have a nice quality mic on your laptop. But that, just a few years ago, what I did on the sidewalk in Montreal with the saxophone player would have been impossible, because we would have needed to have been plugged into a wall or something. But because of this technology today, a USB powered condenser mic, I just plug this into the side of my laptop, plug headphones into the laptop, throw the headphones onto a random saxophone player, and someone will hold the mic. Someone held the mic right like that, and there it was. Way higher quality sound than ever possible before, all being powered by the laptop in about 30 seconds notice. Anywhere, middle of a field, you're going. So we're going to exploit all of these facts. Frogs of the world, get ready to sing. Moody Man! Good to see you, good to see you. Okay, I think we probably got Carl's bass part downloaded. Yep. Let's go back to the desktop. Okay, so here it is. That's I just downloaded it off the website using the upload form on the website. It went right into this folder. He did a great job naming the track. This is important to get yourself on the credits later. Carl Brooks, bass, Are We There Yet? And we're already in that song. So let's import this track. I'm just going to create an audio track here. And instead of importing, just go the easy way out and drag and drop. Carl Brooks, bass, Are We There Yet? I'll go to the top now. This should just line right up. And the beautiful thing, yeah, the mic's not much. Yeah, it's not much more than $100 even, I think, which is unbelievable. And I did a lot of research before getting this one, and so far I'm really happy with it. It oh, what was I gonna say? I was thinking something else too. Oh, nothing for later. Look at that. Space part. He has the best looking waveform in there yet. Let's just solo it first. Let's add some generic settings to it just for a second. Bass guitar. Do a low cut on the what, channel EQ. Looks like it's been given a low cut. Or are you talking about a specific thing? Yeah, you did. That is a nice clean track. And as you can see, it looks like it's already lined up. I haven't unsoloed it yet, but I'm gonna have to mute myself, I think, to play the whole track so it doesn't create a delay for your signal. So let's do that.
Are we there yet? Or are we still here? Or does time just disappear? I've been thinking on this for years. Are we there yet? Or are we still here? On Monday morning I knew I had to mow my lawn, but I didn't want to. Then Tuesday come and gone. All the way through Thursday it rained. And then on Friday, well, the weekend had come. So are we there yet? Or are we still here? Or does time just disappear? I've been thinking on this for years. Are we there yet? Or are we still here? Well, the next Monday morning I rose bright and early, ready to mow. I pulled the cord and Lord, lo and behold, the grass was too tall, the mower wouldn't go. So are we there yet? Or are we still here? Or does time just disappear? I've been thinking on this for years. Are we there yet? Or are we still here?
Wonder if it matters where I pan it.
I've just been letting that little Lord of mine go. I sit on the porch, rocking a chair, laughing along as it grows up over the house, up into the air. So are we there yet? Or are we still here? Or does time just disappear? I've been thinking on this for years. Are we there yet? Are we still here? Oh, are we there yet? Or are we still here? Or does time just disappear? I've been thinking on this for years. Are we there yet? Or are we still here? Are we there yet? Or are we still here?
That sounds like that track just got an upgrade. Yeah, I think that's definitely an awesome bass track. I once I put on the headphones, it was really, really loud, which tells me my laptop has absolutely no bass on it that it's putting out. And monitoring the mixes has been one of my bigger concerns with this project. I don't think I can afford to go out and buy some nice monitors. I was thinking maybe a little Bose like iPod dock or something, because at least it's high quality. Thank you. You ain't seen nothing yet. That's just the skeleton. I haven't seen the flesh yet. I think I'm really hoping some people have some fun ideas for that track, because I know in terms of backups and certain sounds that I don't know how the Beach Boys would have done that track, but thank you. I figure, you know, once if this goes according to the way my other records have often gone in the past, then some people will be coming up to me for years having favorite versions of songs that were on the original Blueprint downloads as opposed to the final version that I was really proud of. But I sort of love that too. I was sort of thinking that when I made the zip file so people could go ahead and download the blueprints for free, basically get that version of the record. WWBBD? What is that? The bass sounds great in the headphones, and I'm going to go back in for a second and play around with it for a second. Yeah, there you go. Gotcha.
Are we there yet? Or are we still here?
I wonder how good this
Oh, this time
sounds for you guys.
just disappeared. I've been thinking on this for years. Are we there yet? Or are we still here? On Monday morning I knew I had to mow my lawn, but I didn't want to. Then Tuesday come and gone, and all the way through Thursday it rained. And on Friday, well, the weekend had come. So are we there yet? Or are we still here? Oh, this time just disappeared. I've been thinking.
Sure thing, anything is fair game. Yeah, absolutely anything is fair game. Vocals, harmony parts. I hope, you know, if someone sings a better lead than me, I'd be willing to at least think about it. But yeah, it's all fair game. The lyrics are fair game. If a line bothers you, let me know. Let's talk this whole thing out. I just want to make a great record.
So are we there yet? Or are we still here? Or does time just disappear? I've been thinking on this for years. Are we there yet? Or are we still here? I've just been letting that little Lord of mine go. I sit on the porch, rocking a chair, laughing along as it grows up over the house, up into the air. So are we there yet? Or are we still here? Or does time just disappear? I've been thinking on this for years. Are we there yet? Are we still here? Oh, are we there yet?
Okay, anybody out there know anything about panning the bass? Any? No, I don't even know who's in here right now that might have some studio experience. Might be I know beyond my team. But panning the bass, should that be dead center? I mean, a part of me thinks it should be dead center, but I'm sure I don't know.
Or are we still here?
Okay, oh, bass part.
All this time.
Cam's going into the headphones.
Are we there yet? Or are we still here? All this time just disappeared. I've been thinking on this for years. Are we there yet? Or are we still here?
Which bass?
On Monday morning I knew I had to mow my lawn, but I didn't want to. Then Tuesday come and gone, and all the way through Thursday it rained. Then on Friday, well, the weekend had come. So are we there yet? Or are we still here? All this time just disappeared. I've been thinking on this for years. Are we there yet? Or are we still here? Well, the next Monday morning I rose bright and early, ready to mow. I pulled the cord and Lord, lo and behold, the grass was too tall, the mower wouldn't go. So are we there yet?
Between like something sent in and fucking like really worked on, and like nobody's gonna send something that's like on the cuff, and then you have the combination of shit that's like right there. It's gonna be raw and refined at the same time.
Right.
It's gonna be
Exactly.
fucking sick.
Exactly.
Right? Right? Give me something to
Are
do.
we still here? All this time
Mike's fine.
just disappeared. I've been thinking on this for years. Are we there yet? Or are we still here?
Here.
Let me say that again.
So that way you're hearing it.
Right, but the
You're
computer mic isn't picking it up and creating
I'll
that.
feedback.
So we can leave the mic on while that's going, but we should also be aware and not just get too comfortable, because we might have music playing and having a conversation, and it could be really confusing and frustrating for people. Well, I think it definitely is a true statement that Are We There Yet now has a bass part. That sounds really great, Carl. I don't know if you're watching, but I like the part. You know, of course, the way this is all going to work, and I've said this before, but I'm going to be saying it every day, just because someone does have a bass part on there, or any part that someone adds, it does not mean that you shouldn't do it. If you think you got something, if you're on to something and you think it might be a better part, we're going to be using what we think best makes the best record. That's the idea. We're not trying to create something where as much is included as possible necessarily. That's not the goal. We just want what sounds the best, and a lot of shit's going to end up on the cutting room floor, and I'm just going to say that out of the gate and every day, just because I want people to know that, just because
That's how it goes.
that's just how it goes.
Every time, dude.
And but as it stands, Are We There Yet now has a bass part. No matter what, that's not going to change. That's a beautiful thing. That's awesome, Carl. I'm going to listen a little bit more.
I've just been letting that little Lord of mine go. I sit on the porch, rocking a chair, laughing along as it grows up over the house, up into the air. So are we there yet? Or are we still here? All this time just disappeared. I've been thinking on this for years. Are we there yet? Are we still here? Oh, are we there yet? Or are we still here? All this time just disappeared. I've been thinking on this for years. Are we there yet? Or are we still here? Are we there yet? Or are we still here?
All Awesome.
Yeah.
Yay, Carl. Kick ass. You only got 17 more songs to go, Carl.
You gotta get a splitter.
What would we do?
Get a splitter. So that
Oh, right.
see the headphones.
Yeah, it's a great idea. Yeah, big trip to Fry's, maybe hopefully tomorrow. Get a couple of things.
If the car
A
starts.
couple of upgrades, right? As long as
If the Fiasco tax the shit out of the bag.
So would you? I read. Let's see. Sure, I had a decent mic. I'll try to. I'm going to do some work on the website too to try to. Looks like I'm cutting off the Ustream player and the chat box. It's a little tough. Ooh, a trumpet with a lot of reverb on it sounds good to me. So I saw you guys are saying I pulled a kick drum just left of center to hit the heart. Works in clubs too. That's interesting. So is the bass? Are you saying just for this track you would leave the bass pan straight down the middle, or is that as a rule is bass usually panned right down the middle? I could definitely feel it that it was weird when it was just in the left speaker. We need to get some better light in here. Find this one.
Oh, what's John Coltrane closer, holding it down. Nicer.
Michael says I want to have one of my parts rejected and have Marco Benevento's part be the one that takes its place.
It's a good bet.
Sure thing, sir thing. You keep it creepy too. Dead center. Is it? And I don't want to pan the bass in general. But I would think take that part down. All right, let's go to that. We'll do that EQ question a little later. Backup vocals, random background sounds can pan around pretty well, I think. Right. Usually don't pan a bass part. Yeah, it is more important to get the parts now. At the same time, we can talk about this stuff, and you always want to be like nurturing the mix and having it fill the space you're trying to fill and feel the way you want it to feel. So I'm into mixing as we go too, as best as we can, without getting too wrapped up into it. It's definitely tracking that we're doing here for the most part. Right, exactly. Michael says you can also duplicate the track, throw multi-band compression on both, and pan them hard left and right. There are 1,000 ways to go about it. Hey, Willie T. Taylor just texting in.
Maybe you guys will get to meet him. He's a fucking hoot.
So we were just singing his praises on our show. And that number was just from memory. He's another Brad Barr in that sense. I told him my number when he was drunk, and he asked me the next day if he had it right. I think we're going to get into some trouble with him this month. Thinking about Well, we're trying to get him to go to like a Mother Hips house party with us this Friday night. All right, let's go on to the next track
There's
here.
also a hip show on Saturday.
Right.
This is not as epic,
Right.
for the cast. But it's their 20th anniversary. That's what it is. That's rad.
Right.
It's so
It is.
rad.
Yeah. All right, this is a song. This is sort of one that I mostly wrote just because I bought this new computer and was testing and had GarageBand open and was just seeing how it all worked and stumbled on this. This is right after the Fiasco tour, and I don't know if it's even a keeper. There's a couple of lines I would want to change, but there is something I like about it. It's called Criminal.
Is there such a thing as a decent, inexpensive plug-in mic?
It depends. I mean, this thing was like $100, and it's amazing. I think that's about all it was. Audio Technica. It's like 2500 or something. If you just go to Amazon and Google Audio Technica USB mic.
Or you can contact Mike Ulcer directly, and he'll send you a beer can mic. PBR mic. Sorry.
Where do you start? At the beginning, where do you go? To the end, just playing a part. An unwashed American writing again to find a friend and life. I think it's already too late. It's almost unbearable. Just wanting to be great. Criminal, no escape. Where do you hide? Where no one can find you. Where do you stay? Where do you get away? Whoever you are, it costs quite a fortune to be free. Such a high price to pay, and I feel terrible as I watch you walking away. Almost unbearable. Why couldn't I stay? Criminal, no escape. Where do you start? At the beginning, where do you go? To the end, just playing a part. An unwashed American writing again to find a friend, and I feel terrible, like it's already too late. Almost unbearable. Just wanting to be great. Criminal, no escape.
There's something I like about that song.
I love it. I don't think I've heard it before.
Oh, really? Super moody. It'll look great to Hippie Fiasco footage. Make a great video out of it. It's like a soundtrack vibe.
It totally is.
Oh, thank you. Thank you, Platsat. I've been thinking about every Monday, not this one, but starting next Monday, voting a song off the island. And it's sort of a risky proposition, but it is something I'm considering doing. Opening that up. So I want to hear people submit parts for that one. Come on. Some of these are going to be a daunting task. Plain as day is daunting to me. All right, do you believe in ghosts is next. It's a pretty daunting task. I should come up with like CamTwist template files for every song, like write what it is and flash it at any point saying who's playing what on and everything. So whenever we're working on the song, we can just easily flash that stuff up.
Jordan wants you to play Wish You Were Here by Pink Floyd on the album. Can you do that? Is that cool? It's a good idea.
Yeah, I could definitely hear some electric guitars on that for sure. Yeah. Alright, here's what I got for Do You Believe in Ghosts so far. We're going to listen to it here too. So
I'm tired of slowing down. I'm tired of waiting around. I'm tired of finding something new to find each time something is found. Of course I've learned my lessons. I can give some good advice. Still it's hard to take the same old river twice. When I know it isn't true, but it doesn't go away. And no one asks what's new, cause they know what I will say. It's hard to have faith when you need it the most at the end of the day. Do you believe in ghosts? I disappear into these screens and a million jelly beans. Now I'm coughing up a coffin, driving nails lazily. I might dream up a mountain on the wings of such an ocean, but I'm just a pair of ragged claws on the bottom of the ocean. When I know it isn't true, but it doesn't go away. And no one asks what's new, cause they know what I will say. It's hard to have faith when you need it the most at the end of the day. Do you believe in gold? Slowing down, I'm tired of waiting around, tired of finding something new to find each time something is found. Of course I've learned my lessons, I can give some good advice. Still it's hard to take the same old river twice. When I know it isn't true, but it doesn't go away. And no one asks what's new, cause they know what I will say. It's hard to have faith when you need it the most at the end of the day. When I know it isn't true, but it doesn't go away. And no one what's new, cause they know what I was saying. It's hard to have faith when you need it the most at the end of the day. Do you believe in ghosts?
You know, I like what you're saying, Pat. When you said that you really like the blueprints and be careful not to mess it up. It's, you know, that's always the risk. It's why people call things overproduced and stuff like that. You almost inspired me to, when we go to Fry's or Best Buy or wherever it is, to buy an external hard drive and use this time machine feature that the Macs have,
Right.
where you can, through Time Machine, I could go back and hear from the original mixes. It saves like each version of things. So for this kind of project, Time Machine might actually be a brilliant thing. On the other hand, it's a fiasco. We'll see what happens. I do have, you know, we always have the original blueprints, and I even have another backed up hard drive with the original sessions. So I don't think we run any risk of really losing anything there. And I sort of want to hear all these songs transformed into something else. Gosh, on this Do You Believe in Ghosts, I hear those choirs and everything again.
It's made for that.
Yeah, it could be really epic.
And don't be afraid to send in tracks just because they're going to get rejected or not. You know? That's the whole thing about this concept, is the participatory nature of it. You know?
Alright, here's an interesting animal of a song. This one might just get voted off the island, but I'll fight for each one of them on any given Sunday. This one's called Fuck the Dinner.
God, we love it. That was one of the first ones written on the road.
Yep.
That was on the way back from Chico.
I wouldn't say that's a but. I would say that's an and. You make this a very welcoming process as far as getting tracks, and ultimately it should be about what serves the song best. For sure. And you know, there is a part of me that's going to want to use as much as possible from everybody and anybody. And anybody that takes the time to send in a part, I'm sure there's at least a fraction of a second
Right,
of it
because
that's going to make some part of the tune
the
cool.
luxury of this is you can put you don't have to use the whole.
It's a real deconstructive process. There's going to be a lot of cutting and pasting and looping, and verses are going to drop and things are going to get changed around, and you know, little I can take any little section and make loops out of it, contort it, do all kinds of wizardry, magic. But if there's love there, I bet there's going to be a way that it's going to serve the song. All right, Fuck the Dinner. See what you got.
Fuck the
dinner. Well, I'd like to see that one make the cut.
It's good.
We need some help out there, people. We need some real horns. We need some, what do we need? What's that song need? Conga player?
Moaning woman.
Right. I heard that too.
I'll make that track. It's called the Get Late track. Late track. It's called the Late track.
Here's Here Kitty Kitty. This is a Gypsy song. This is one of the, there's a few that are incredibly well documented on the webcast when we wrote them and how they came to being, and with a lot of great participation from the people watching with good ideas for lines and stuff. And there's quite a few that full on happened with help from everybody. Lone Man with a Musket, Huffing and Puffing, Sputtering, Here Kitty Kitty, just to name a few. Here's Here Kitty Kitty.
A shot of whiskey and a ciggy for my kid, and Lord, it's hard to keep my pussy clean. Look, I know you stole my Snickers, I can see it on your whiskers. Come on, kitty, don't be so mean. No, 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 not again. Here, kitty, 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 here, kitty, kitty, here, kitty, 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 here, kitty, kitty. Oh no, I just wanna go to bed. Are you
were just
a
saying it needed
narcissistic
trombone.
nihilist or a masochistic stylist? Always preening, going me, 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 ow. Look, that's just life on the road. We can't stay, we gotta go. Come out from behind that water heater now. Oh no, can't we just be friends? Here, kitty, 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 here, kitty, kitty, here, kitty, kitty, here, kitty, kitty. Don't worry, you'll find true love again. Don't you have a heart? Can't you see you're killing art? But then what is art? And what is what? I can no longer tell. But you've been crying for days, trying to get away. And now, hey, 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 what is that smell? Oh no, now where'd you go? Here, kitty, 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 here, kitty, 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 here, kitty, 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 here, kitty, kitty. Oh, gypsy, come home.
Here, kitty, kitty. Trombones for sure.
For sure.
No doubt. I maybe even hear a little bit of, the gypsy vibe with some violins. Maybe Inyan Pelta. Tarka's coming to the Bay Area. So that's going to be awful nice. We also have some online sessions that are being set up out in the world. I think Frogville is going to host a session with some local Santa Fe talent playing on here. And I should call some people in the woodwork in New Mexico for that. And hopefully back home in Virginia, I know my buddy Carl just submitted a bass part today. He bought some gear just to have some fun with this. At least it inspired him to finally get some. And Got a lot of friends out there I'd love to hear on this. And Clean Tone up in Massachusetts is trying to get a session organized, and I think that some of that stuff's going to be a lot of fun. So if you have musician friends and want to set up a night, book a night in the studio, at least we can watch you in your studio. And let's see what's next. Oh, this one. This one, if you just listen to this right out of the gate right here, you probably voted off the island. But you got to be creative in listening to a lot of these mixes, and don't get confused by what you're hearing in terms of being able to hear what it could be. And that's a real trick, you know, in the studio. A lot of times, it's hard a lot of times to hear where a song could be or where it's going, and that's why a lot of people get paid the big bucks, because they can hear that the whole time. So this one's Hippie Fiasco, and this is a bit of a mess, but again, what would the Beach Boys do?
Fiasco on a boat, it'd be fiasco on a plane, it'd be fiasco on a bike, it'd be fiasco in the rain, it'd be fiasco on a skateboard, it'd be fiasco on my brain, it'd be fiasco rides again. Well, he'll get to where he's going, where it is he does not know, but he's alone, loose, wild and free. He's hippie Fiasco, he is. He's crawling past the ankles of a guy up on stilts who said, "Hey there, little crawly, do what thou wilt." That was the night he got the name, that was the day I hit the road upon the back of Hippie Fiasco. Well, he'll get to where he's going, where it is he does not know, but he's alone, loose, wild and free. He's Hippie Fiasco. Was a river, then everything would be the ocean. We'd all be heading to the ocean, 'cause that's where anything goes. And that's why God made inner tubes and piers along the coast, just looking out for Hippie Fiasco. Well, he'll get to where he's going, where it is that no one knows. He's alone, loose, wild and free. He's Hippie Fiasco.
All right, the Hippie Fiasco theme song. What do we hear in that? Children. Maybe that should be sung by children. People's kids all over the place.
Whoa. Michael?
Hippie Fiasco on a boat. Hippie Fiasco on a plane. Oh, it could be good.
So, yeah.
It could be good. And we did Huffin' and Puffin'. I'm gonna save I Can Never Win till the end because that was the test pilot track that was up, and I got a few submissions for that I haven't even heard yet. So here's Plain as Day, and this one is going to be a mess. I already have too much information on this one. We're gonna have to deconstruct this thing, and it's gonna take days. I actually recorded this one in Virginia and had Jay play some violin on it and just like went crazy, and then I imported it into Logic out of from a GarageBand session, so some of the plugins were missing and all kinds of stuff. It was a little bit of a gyoza, so it's going to be a lot of deconstruction, and this song is going to need a lot of deconstruction anyways because this song really stands a chance.
Maddie still wants to be a Hippie Fiasco when she grows up. I was telling that story the other day.
If you saw a UFO, what would you do? What if it appeared only to you? Would you let everybody know? Or would you just let it go? What if the alien was a girl? Gave you a message for the world? Would you let everybody know? Or would you just let it go? What if no one would believe? How would it feel to seem insane? Knowing what you see, plain as day. What if the voice of God spoke right to you, right out loud? Would you let everybody know? Would you just let it go? What if God gave you the word? Gave you a message for the world? Would you let everybody know? Or would you just let it go? What if no one would believe? How would it feel to seem insane? Knowing what you heard, plain as day. What if the miracle was you? Would you let everybody know? Or would you just let it go? What if no one would believe? How would it feel to see them say, knowing what you saw, plain as day?
Plain as day. I'm looking at this track here, and I mean, this is just a huge mess to me. Like, all these things, because of it intelligently importing from GarageBand, it's like bust all the effects, all this stuff, like all these things are all taken up, which is doing something really amazing, because this thing has so many tracks on it already, and it's not freezing. So it's probably all this intelligent use of busing and routing effects and things like that that I don't know enough about. But there's so many tracks on that, and it's not going to be easy to deconstruct this. But I think we're just going to have to cut all that stuff off, remove every single effect, listen to it one track at a time, and build it back up. And it is very dangerous. I mean, it happens to people. It just happened. Andrew was telling me a story about the Barr Brothers record, where Time Machine really saved the day there, because they lost their way with a mix, and they could not get the mix back to this place that they knew it had been before. So they had to, through Time Machine, go back and find an older mix that had this magic that had gotten lost. And it's a really dangerous thing. And there is a certain magic to the original blueprint of Plain as Day that's even different sounding than the version you just heard there. The one that I used in the video has a whole vibe, and it was because it was all done at the same time with the same intention. And now we sort of have to get rid of that original time and intention in a way and pull it back into the present day. It's not going to be easy, but it's going to be fun because I love that song, and I know that we can make that ship sail. All right, here's Just Saying. It's another blueprint I'm a fan of. Can't wait to see what happens to it. So here's a track with a lot less going on, and it's, I mean, there's quite a bit here, but it's still a lot less than the other one, and it froze up immediately. There's quite a few MIDI tracks on here. Let's do the track Tide Mikey taught us about, freezing the tracks. This will take some of the pressure off the CPU, which down here you could see was well into the red. So we're going to freeze all the MIDI tracks. Start there. Hit the space bar, start the freezing process, and this will, instead of making all the plugins work in real time to create the effects, it just takes the sound, the ultimate sound it's going to make, and makes it into an audio file, basically. So you're not using the CPU, the processor of the computer, to work all those plugins on each track. Thanks for the encouragement there, Michael. All the blueprints are amazing. I like that. Yeah, see, there's something going on there. There's some use of things that I did that is really slowing down the whole process. Even freezing is taking forever. Although it looks some crazy outro on this thing or something. Maybe I just have the endpoint marked as there. Do. Alright, let's try that again. Here we go. Let me go ahead and change that cam twist. Fun idea just to mix it up for a second. I'm not using my fancy desktops very wisely. I haven't quite figured it out. Alright, how about a random... Oh, I'm crazy. Why am I even thinking this is part? I was thinking to just grab a random Hippie Fiasco movie and play it instead of the desktop. But it already froze just trying to play the song.
Right.
Well, I'm going to try it anyways.
Pushing boundaries.
Alright, random Hippie Fiasco. Alright. Asking too much. Let's crash this shit. Oh shit. Oh shit.
Wish I could say it out loud.
Come on.
Nobody's trying really hard.
But I don't even know what I'm on about. And some things sorta just not found. I wish I could call it by name. If by name it was called, it would come. But it never twice the same. And it's not even it's someone. Just saying. Just saying. Watching the world passing by, I feel like there's a teacup in my eye. To passers-by it makes no sense. What's the use of a boy up on a fence? But I've been sitting here for days, and I've been sitting here for years, and I've heard every word they've said. I have two very big ears. Just saying. Just saying. I'd be the shining one, and when they convince me they should run, yeah, they should run. Just saying. Just saying. Just saying. Just saying.
What up, F Monk? The mic was dead. Sorry.
Yeah, man, that almost worked. You know, that song was giving us problems before we tried the video. I'm gonna have some fun with that. That's just like rolling the dice, but with our footage, it's gonna be cool looking. Yeah. Hey, F Monk, welcome up. I think this is the footage from the night that I came across the giant palm trees on the back of pickup trucks in the middle of the night when we met that really sketchy dude in the other parking lot. But once we told him we were webcasting, he kind of flat or something. And he did.
Oh yeah, right, right. They were trying to break into their car,
Right.
right? They were like the keys were locked in or something.
I love that Just Saying track. And I hear that orchestration you're talking about too in the big.
Totally, I heard crashing cymbals.
Just saying. Just saying. Watching the. Just saying. Just saying. Watching. Just saying. Ordinarily, I'd be the shining one, and when they convince me they should run, yeah, they should run.
Alright, that effect's gonna end up on the record somehow. for sure. The old webcasting delay. The whoops loop. All right, the next song is "Lone Man with a Musket." Ooh, wait, we got updates to some software. Could it be something that's slowing me down right now? Digital camera raw compatibility. That doesn't sound like it. Shit. Not now. That's not what we're trying. That's not what we're up to. Okay, this is Lone Man with a Musket. We did do some things, but they're not ready for public consumption, really, except for Dave Dreiwitz, the bass player from Ween, on the ukulele bass in a hotel room in Vermont. Lone Man with a Musket. I'm really excited to hear where this goes. I'd like to hear some nice piano on this or something. And we should put Cam Twist to the test and keep playing this fun game, like reliving some classic Fiasco moments while I'm listening to these tracks. Alright, here we go. Lone Man with a Musket. Like a palm tree, I'm a loon in the world, standing here, head in the air like a balloon. I can see it all so clear. I'm a lone man with a musket, you're an army forever. When the rain comes a ducking, rolls right off my feathers. Can you tell? I wanna know what you're thinking. Can you tell? I wanna know what you know. Like a hobo, I'm in Rome, eating lemons all the day. I've been carving marble, building Rome in a day. I'm a lone man with a musket, you're an army forever. When the rain comes, I duck it, rolls right off my feathers. Can you tell? I wanna know what you're thinking. Can you tell? I wanna know what you know. I'm a loon in the world, standing here, head in the air like a balloon. I can see it all so clear. I'm a lone man with a musket, you're an army forever. When the rain comes, I duck it, rolls right off my feathers. Can you tell? I wanna know what you're thinking. Can you tell? I wanna know what you know. Can you tell? I wanna know what you're thinking. Can you tell? I wanna know what you know.
Ocean Beach. That's right, Monk.
Just stock footage. All right.
Yeah. That is Ocean Beach there, F Monk.
So oohs and ahs for sure. Definitely hear the oohs and ahs. Lots of maybe that's a great Skype oohs and ahs thing.
I definitely think a big group
Mm-hmm.
Skype of some kind.
Group Skype oohs and ahs. We should be making notes of these things and posting them in the ideas part of the website. Yes, musket fire for sure. Musket fire. It's got to be musket fire. All right, what's next? Oh, by the way, actually, let me return to that song real quick. Anders did play a little bit on it, but it was really late at night, and we were a little schwilly. And, so yeah, he said the next day, like, don't you use any of that stuff. Here's what he did. You're rolling.
Like a palm tree, I'm a loon in the world, standing here, head in the air like a balloon. I can see it all so clear. I'm a lone man with a musket, you're an army forever. When the rain comes, a ducket rolls right off my feathers. Can you tell? I wanna know what you're thinking. Can you tell? I wanna know what you know. Like a hobo, I'm in Rome, eating lemons all the day. I've been carving marble, building Rome in a day. I'm a lone man with a musket, you're an army forever. When the rain comes, that ducket rolls right off my feathers. Can you tell? I wanna know what you're thinking. Can you tell? I wanna know what you know. Like a palm tree, I'm a loon in the world, standing here,
Standing over
in the
here.
air like a balloon.
Balloon.
I can see it all so clear.
It's so clear.
I'm a lone man with a musket, you're an
Musket.
army forever. When the rain comes, that ducket rolls right off my feathers.
Ducky feathers.
Can you tell?
Ducky feathers.
I wanna know what you're thinking. I wanna know. Can you tell?
Ducky feathers.
I wanna know what
Ducky
you know.
feathers.
Can you tell?
Ducky feathers.
I wanna know what you're thinking. Can you tell? I wanna know what you know.
Ducky feathers.
Okay, we won't use that, but yeah, that. There's some great playing in there, right? He's a great guy, good friend, and he says he's going to be sending in lots of tracks. It's like, man, I'm going to be sending you 8 parts for each song. You're going to be in the whole mess.
F Monk, we were telling him about Hero Day, and he was like, man, where was I? I would have sent a bunch of money to have you guys do stupid shit.
Right, for sure. Yeah, I know. He's artist at large. So cool. Okay, I know what I'm gonna try to do. Ooh, just to push this thing to its max. I on Pioneer Snail. Leslie Helpert was at the show in Montreal and asked her if she could sing on it, and we went into Marco's van, and she sang on the record in the van. And everybody that I've had play on the record so far, I've filmed them doing it with my camera or their laptop or whatever. And so maybe we can go back to the desktop and try to stream a little bit of footage of her in the van. Now, what she did here. I'll go ahead and go to the desktop.
It's really good.
Oh, we did some work on that puppy.
Yeah, there's a
that,
lot of shit in there.
that strawberry. Some really cool stuff on there. We got a lot to figure out, but we got some great stuff on there. It's got some dobro, some amazing harmonica. Okay, let's see here. How hard is this going to be? How hard? Oh, what I was going to say is she recorded the first chorus. And this, by the way, is her artwork on the bottom of a table backstage. What that she did while we were playing her set. She was painting that on the table. See that?
Uh-huh.
I mean, whoa. We were doing Ambrosia Drunk when I guess you heard There's No More Poets. All this I write to a song called I Hate Love. The magicians have all gone to the same place as the poets. I have only followed one thing, nameless and gigantic, it demands my observation. Isn't that awesome?
Yes.
Just on the bottom of the table backstage.
That was folded up.
Yeah. Right, so it's definitely the night. Here's the moment on the sidewalk. Here, check this out.
With the sax guy.
How do you play these full screen? It's a great moment on the record. That's so rad. So there was that. Okay, I'm gonna go to footage of Leslie Helpert, who did that table we were talking about, singing Oh, what I keep trying to say is that she sang the first chorus like 20 times over and over. And so I got to go through and pick which ones feel right and mix them around, you know, because we did everything to a template, to a tempo. It would be really easy to cut and paste and slide things around. So I'm going to stream a little bit of footage of her recording that track while we listen to it. And the one we're going to hear is just a final take she did where she sort of oohed and awed a little bit through it. And also Brad recommends an A minor in the chorus, so things might change a little there to see how it all works out. But here it is. This song is I'm Your Snail. Logic didn't like that one bit, and I did a couple of things wrong. Sorry, guys. Pushing the boundaries here again. I'll mute our mic.
Penny snail blazing a trail, blazing a trail, blazing a trail. Lord knows it's hard to fail when you're just along for the ride. I've been building a hobo's home, a hobo's home, and a hobo's home. It's going wherever.
Sorry, I forgot about that banjo track. I haven't really gotten to listen to it. And it wasn't easy. It's a tricky little song, so I might have to weed through that. I'm just going to bring it down and leave it in for now. Productivity time as well. So sorry about that. There's going to be a lot of this. This is going to get actually more and more tedious as we progress. When I really have to break things down and deconstruct and figure out exactly what's going on. Here we go. I'm Your Snail.
Penny snail blazing a trail, blazing a trail, blazing a trail. Lord knows it's hard to fail when you're just along for the ride. I've been building a hobo's home, a hobo's home, and a hobo's home. It's going wherever you want to go and never ever having to hide. Oh, soldier, oh, holy, oh, summer night. Oh, baby, oh, hold me. I've been feeling alright. Someday everybody's gonna know my name, gonna know my name, gonna know my. Penny snail blazing a trail, blazing a trail, blazing a trail. Lord knows it's hard to fail when you're just along for the ride. I've been building a hobo's home, a hobo's home, and a hobo's home. It's going wherever you want to go and never ever having to hide. Oh, soldier, oh, holy, oh, summer night. Oh, baby, oh, hold me. I've been feeling alright. Someday everybody's gonna know my name, gonna know my name, gonna know. my name. After that, things won't be the same. We better enjoy this while we can. Someday I'm gonna get a hero's cape, a hero's cape, a hero's cape. When they tie it on, it's gonna be too late. I'll be flying around Neverland. Oh, soldier, oh, holy, oh, summer night. Oh, baby, oh, hold me. I've been feeling. Made my living in a monarchy, in a monarchy, in a monarchy. Turns out a lot of folks are a lot like me, and we all spend a lot of time falling. I'm heading back to baby's steps, back to baby's steps, back to baby's steps. Almost forgotten how good and big they can get when you spend a long time crawling. Oh, soldier, oh, holy, oh, summer night. Oh, baby, oh, hold me. I've been feeling alright. Oh, soldier, oh, holy, oh, summer night. Oh, baby, oh, hold me. I've been feeling alright. Yeah, been feeling alright.
Part of me just wants to take that one part and paste it all over the place. That middle section there, that especially that first line.
living in a minor key. Tiny snail blazing a trail, blazing a tiny snail blazing a trail, blazing a trail. Tiny snail blazing a trail, blazing a trail, blazing a trail. Tiny snail blazing a trail, blazing a trail, blazing a trail. Lord knows it's hard to fail. And you're just along for the ride. I've been building a whole tiny snail blazing a trail, blazing a trail, blazing a trail. Lord knows it's hard to fail, and you're just along for the ride. I've been building a hobo's home, a hobo's home, and a hobo's home. It's going wherever you want to go, and never ever having to hide. Oh, soldier, oh, holy, oh, summer night. Oh, baby, oh. Danny snail blazing a trail, blazing a Danny snail blazing a trail, blazing a trail, blazing a trail. Lord knows it's hard to fail when you're just along for the ride. I've been building a hobo's hole.
Some of these EQs I'm not exactly sure how they work yet. I understand the more graphic ones, but I'm trying to read what you guys are saying to keep up. So you have a lot to teach me. So I've gone more than 6 dB with that little thing. Which of these should I be picking? Does that make sense? Low cut the bottom part with one of these. To the left or right? How far do you think? Or should I just be doing it and listening? Cut 80 hertz and below. Alright, so I went all the way up to 200. There it is, 80 hertz says it right there. Alright, just need a low cut filter. And notch the 5K down a little bit in the high range, according to Ty Mikey's wishes. they're all over it here. They're all like, I tend not to cut more than 10 dB. I'm glad you're here because I really have to. Do you want to talk to them or let this play or either way?
Yeah, good
We got it's sort of a just sort of playing around. But it's not a bad little intro here.
Tiny snail blazing a trail, blazing a trail, blazing a trail. Tiny snail blazing a trail, blazing a trail, blazing a trail. Lord knows it's hard to fail when you're just along for the ride. I've been building a hobo's home, a hobo's home, and a hobo's home. It's going wherever you want to go and never ever having to hide. Oh, soldier, oh, holy, oh, summer night. Oh, soldier, oh, holy, oh, summer night. Oh, baby, oh, hold me, I've been feeling alright. Someday everybody's gonna know my name, gonna know my name, gonna know my name. After that, things won't be the same. We better enjoy this while we can. Someday I'm gonna get a hero's cape, a hero's cape, a hero's cape. When they tie it on, it's gonna be too late. I'll be flying around Neverland. Oh, soldier, oh, holy, oh, summer night. Oh, baby, oh, hold me. I've been feeling alright. Made my living in a minor key, in a minor key, in a minor key. Turns out a lot of folks are a lot like me, and we all spend a lot of time falling. I'm heading back to baby steps, back to baby steps, back to baby steps. Almost forgotten how good and big they can get when you spend a long time crawling. Oh, soldier, oh, holy, oh, summer night. Oh, baby, oh, hold me. I've been feeling alright. Oh, soldier, oh, holy, oh, summer night. Oh, baby, oh, hold me. I've been feeling alright. Yeah, I've been feeling alright.
Remember how it ends. Sounded great. Pioneer Snail. So yeah, that's nice. A little intro might be something I could get addicted to. Alright, next song is Roll Away Bed. This is the last of 3 songs that Dave played his ukulele bass on. And I haven't heard this one in a while. We'll just listen from here. Anything you want to say, Chad? We got
Oh.
seems like we had some new blood in there.
Yeah, who is Chris Trevor? Where are you from? I haven't seen that name before. Oh, you're at Strawberry. Wonderful. Wasn't that fun? Did we meet? Oh, nice. When did you get back? We just got back like 3 hours ago.
All the traffic was
The
rough.
traffic was
So we have no air conditioning, no radio.
And we were going 20 miles an hour. It was
Were we
brutal.
going that fast? It didn't feel that fast.
You're like an average of that.
We're not in trouble for me just peeing off the back stairs. It's like flashing lights. Oh, it's like I saw flashing lights up there. I just peed off the back porch. Maybe I was getting in trouble. No, I just peed off the back porch. What you watching?
Something about vampires
Like it could have been the landlord or something. Well, that was a persistent doorbell ringer. Yes, we are in San Francisco. In the bay. Alright, this is an interesting one. Curious to see what the fate of this one's going to be. Forgive me for eating on camera. I'm starving. Alright, this one's called Roll Away Bed.
Good morning, star screwers, moon chewers, horn blowers. Lucky what grew, what seed took hold. Spring peepers, deep sleepers, the tiny grain of a true believer's been planted by toe. Let's get the show on the road. Giddy up, don't look down, I'm letting go. Full speed ahead on a rollaway bed. Oh, and landing in a sentence right at the writer's feet. Giddy up, don't look down, I'm letting go. Full speed ahead on a rollaway bed. We sat a while at the end of the rainbow. What they say isn't true, but there's something you don't know. From the sheets we made a sail and waited for the wind to blow. Now we're hopping north and back and forth on our own little tornado. Giddy up, don't look down, I'm letting go. Full speed ahead on a rollaway bed. Oh.